Greetings, everyone. This is me again, Sarah Berserk. Um, so recently, as I was sleeping, I had this dream that it is the wrong of Allah to punish or test, mostly test human beings, and succinctly explained by someone in my dream. I couldn't get it, so you won't get a genius here. Let's see. So discovering about this, I've come open live again, taking a risk. Let's see if we find out through the Quran ayahs. So whether it was justified by Allah, this Allah, to punish human beings, right? So welcome those who are willing to learn. And let's see, let's discover. I've forgotten what was in the dream that Quran ayat explained succinctly. So a genius was in my dream or something, I don't know. Let's find out if it is justified by Allah to punish human beings. When, the whole thing of testing, he put Iblis, Shaitan, to test Adam in the garden and Eve and Adam. So they failed. They failed. And then God says, when my guidance comes and all this. So God gave guidance to Adam and forgiveness also. And God gave Adam this thing of Khalifa, the earth, to be a Khalifa, leader on the earth, guide. And so this confusing thing, whether we should be tested or not. And those who believe their sins will be forgiven, we're told in the Quran ayats. And like for example in Surah Tawbah ayat, I don't know the number, but those who believe and do good deeds, no, those who believe, those who give alms, right? So this and what is it? Take alms out of the wealth for them and pray for them. Surely your prayer is a source of security and peace for them. And if you love Allah, so here is a source of security and peace. And maybe God will forgive all the sins that they've mixed evil. Believers have mixed evil with good and evil together. So the evil deeds will be forgiven. In Surah Tawbah, the verse before this, take alms out of the wealth for them. Right? So I'm not going to that verse right now to show you. You can check for yourself for now. Sorry about this. And so we have here, where did I start from? Surah Baqarah, and that comes to our signs. They say, peace be on you. Your Lord had inscribed for himself the rule of mercy. So like Hazrat Yusuf said that if God didn't have mercy on me, I would have, because the soul is inclined to evil. So even the chosen servant of Allah would have been inclined to evil if God had not had mercy. So for the believers, it's like you believe in this, and but you have to make amends of your sins. And the small sins God can forgive, but not the kabira, great sins, maybe like that. Right. So the main point is, should God punish us? The ignorance is there. right? And there are people who have worked to become spiritual, to come out of this ignorance, not only in worldly matters but also in the spiritual matters about God. And someone like me failed drastically. And then I saw in the videos, even the Vaishnavites or these Hindus say that if someone is possessed, it's because they have sinned in the past life or something, and so the demons possess them. Very bad demons, like one who has possessed me and attacks me and molests me and all that. It's terrible. It's terrible. They can even make the bones wither and all this. So it's like that, right? So if this is right, or should God have had mercy on me, or I could have used this karma for in this life, to do good, like give charity, try to help without showing off and all this. So I could have, instead of having devils attack me and those whom I have done wrong to, long time ago, like I even asked for forgiveness and I used to contemplate on that. If I've harmed anyone greatly, how can I make amends, right? So we can go, help them in this life, help their family members. Oh, there's this like a movie, Indian movie, Dushman. Judo se tunse bhi pyara hai, it's a song. I've forgotten the name of the movie, Indian movie. So he does wrong and then he goes and he makes amends. So किसने देखा दुश्मन दुश्मन जो दोस्तों से भी प्यारा है, right? So we could do that. And anyway, so where I started from, Surah, Surah Baqarah ayat. You see, Lord has inscribed mercy on himself. So without mercy, without the belief in God, you can do sins, but I think you have to make amends. Believers, no matter how bad you were before, God would forgive you, like He forgave Prophet Muhammad for adopting a son through the pagan idol worshipping way. Although the Shia say, I don't know what the Shia say about this. Like, we really haven't done much of a great research, even through the Shia side. Now here we have the tafsir of Surah and Surah Araf verse 27, and the ayat is, Children of Adam, let not Satan deceive you in the manner he deceived your parents out of paradise. God was waiting. And yeah, we also often say that this is a maslahat, like we shouldn't be questioning God because in the end everything will work. It's God, it's the creator, right? But I had to question the creator also. It came to that. The believers would say that you're bold, you are very bold and all this to do this. So I had to go see, how just is my Allah. And because it says Allah is just, so in every way I could then explain it to myself, the questions that came up, like those doubting, questioning self. Why is this a true God doing this? Or even if it's a true God, like I told myself, okay, in my ignorance, like why would he not stop shaitan, or that thing of making Adam and like questioning like an angel. Even the angels questioned Allah. And so you may say, well, we're not angels, so let's not question Allah. Allah got angry at the angels or something like this. But I had to question, I looked at that ayat and I was like, yes, why create man who would start to spill blood and kill each other and fight and all this, right? Angels questioned him. It's in the Quran ayat. So we say it is the mystery of Allah, like Allah knows best. Allah knows maslahat. Allah knows best. But the angels question them. And we don't go deep into that where the angels question Allah. Why are you creating man who will spill blood and others on that? And when we worship you, we worship you. So this. Now back to Surah Araf 5:27. Children of Adam, let not Satan deceive you in the manner he deceived your parents out of paradise, pulling off them from them their clothing. So they were wearing the clothes. Oh, they weren't. Oh, they were wearing clothes here, pulling off from them their clothing to reveal to them their shame. It's like metaphorical because they didn't have any clothings. In Surah Taha or something, first that the need to cover oneself is not the artificial urge in man. Oh, this for now, I don't want to go into this ridiculous thing of explaining by the Muslim interpretations and even my Imam interpretation. I don't want to go through that right now. So right now it's this way I take through the Quran ayats first. So the Quran ayats say that it wasn't that they took off clothes; they were naked, and their shame became apparent to them. So they then they started to cover themselves with the leaves and all, right? Their shame became apparent to them. I should have searched this ayat. Their shame. So they were not clothed, and Adam was not clothed when Allah asked the angels to bow to him. The shame became. You know why I'm saying this? Because the polytheists also they're blamed in this later ayat that they said our forefathers did it. Like this is not immorality actually, but the way the ayat is put that you're doing immoral things. Oh, our forefathers were doing immoral things. That's why we're doing immoral things. That's not the way in Surah Araf to put the ayat. 28th, I think, after 27 or 29th, we'll see. Hopefully, if I remember, then their shame became, if their points don't come out like from one thing to another, and then I can't go back to that ayat that I've mentioned, just mentioned, don't remember. The shame became apparent to them, and they began to cover up. Qur'an. And when they tasted of the tree, it is in Surah Araf and Surah Taha 1:1. And Adam disobeyed his Lord and erred. So their shame became apparent unto them, and they began to hide. See? So Surah Araf themselves with leaves from the garden. 22, Surah Araf verse 22, and Surah Taha verse 1:1. Now you go back to this, right? So I'm going in a indirect manner to show you that this Allah, the punishments and all are not justified when man is ignorant, and even Adam failed. Shaitan had misled him, and God just took his sweet time. So this, then Surah, so that's why this ayat, Surah Araf, ayat 28, we go to. Yeah, here it is. For him, it's a shameful deed to be naked. And you can read the tafsir of this ayat, like Sunni side. It says that actually it's on those polytheists, pagan worshippers who used to go around the Kaaba, circumambulating and doing rituals naked. And when they commit an immorality, they say, we found our fathers doing it, and Allah has ordered us to do it. Not immorality like this, which is in Prophet Muhammad's mind, immorality or is Allah, you see, every culture, everything, it differs. Rights differ, things differ in every culture. So this fahshi, or whatever, in Arabic, what is the word now for immorality and decency? Is not for the polytheist pagans. And when they do fahisha, fahisha, no, they don't do an immorality. Because Adam was naked when you asked the angels to bow down to Allah, to bow down to Adam. Allah asked, what is happening to me? Sorry, forgive me. So I have all this problem. I apologize for it. So now, he's testing people. So I could, I'm not so good, but I'm taking this way, right? I haven't found, let's see, discovering how he's indirect manner, not a direct manner. Allah tests human beings and punishes them. Is this justified? Is this justified? So I'm sure it is not justified. And this is not immoral in their eyes. So when Jiddu Krishna Murti, I was reading books, I was like, oh my God, he's taking us to that time where you just be naked in your truth. No shame. What there's no guilt, no shame, and yet, what is there? There's no sin even. No sin even. Right? That place where Adam was before Iblis, Shaitan came. And he's used Iblis, it's like Allah and Iblis are testing people. Both of them are partners in crime. The other side of the coin is, one side of the coin is Allah, the other side is Iblis. And I feel the Shias, they should have looked at this properly. Even the Sunnis, I don't know I don't know what your school of thought is different from where I've come from, but I try to come into your school of thought and see things. So piecemeal and like that, I go correcting you, showing you where you have gone wrong, showing the Shias where they have gone wrong, about the Ummul Mu'mineen also and all this. Like if the Shia say Ummul Mu'mineen should have known better than to annoy Prophet Muhammad should have known better than to prohibit himself what Allah had Allah made lawful for him, seeking to please his wives who were annoying him. So we haven't paid proper attention to the Quran ayat, defending Prophet Muhammad, jumping and justifying, and we've just reached an unjustifiable conclusion defending Prophet Muhammad on that. Surah Tahrim ayat 1. There are other ayats that when the Jews are told, why do you say, tell others to practice righteousness, you yourself, when the scripture is being read to you or something, you still, don't do this. There were witnesses to it, the scriptures, and still they don't do this. That they themselves don't, and they command righteousness to others. That's hypocrisy. Preaching what you're not practicing. Surah Saf, Allah hates such people or believers. So there were the believers also in the fasting time, preceding the fasting, they were deceiving themselves and Allah changed the law for them. There we are told. He shouldn't be changing the law. All this I have explained in my previous things, live streams and all, right? So this, now, so totally like rejecting, you children of Adam, totally rejecting Islam, not even taking the Ismaili Imam now, right? I I'm not taking the Ismaili Imam also. A group of you he guided and a group deserved to be in error. He guided, he really right. Oh, he guided Adam. Now you see, you're going to jump to that conclusion and you're going to say, Allah ki maslahat hai, Allah's maslahat. Allah knows best. No, a question like that, angels questioned. You don't go step by step then. You'll miss the points that I'm giving you if you go to the conclusion. And you'll be punishing people and saying, yes, oh, they're suffering, that's good. Demons are attacking them. That's because, the astaghfirullah, we shouldn't say this, but, something in the past, but you don't believe in past lives. Hindus can hit me with this. Right? In her past life, she's done some wrong thing. That's why God is, God knows which kind of demons have been attacking her and made life miserable for her, terribly hellish. Then you have the Muslims who say, astaghfirullah, let's not say anything, but we feel that we prayed for her, God is not forgiving her. She must have committed such a sin. That is her right, that she deserves this punishment. But you don't see that what I prayed to God for, that even, punish me to the extent where others don't, like I come here and trouble you people with my, what's happening, my condition, my case. And if the another way is that we have, Allah have mercy on us, there's a ayat, O you who believe, do not despair of God's mercy. Surely He forgives all sins. So make amends and do not despair of God's mercy. When God has inscribed mercy for Himself. So that God who is without the like He allows Pharaoh, or what He's Rahman and Rahim. So the difference is that He's Rahman is in His Rahmaniyat, He allows Pharaoh life and gives respite to do zulm, a cruelty on human beings of His time, and Rahim is a special mercy for the believers also, but Allah allows this allows the cruel people to go on, and He's given you life. That someday you might be grateful, right? Or you may not, but He gives you life. That's in His Rahmaniyat, and then Rahim is very beneficent. The blessings and beneficial, what's beneficial comes to you, believers, and all this, especially for the believers. A group of you He guided and a group deserved error. Indeed, so a group of us have no guidance. Indeed, they had taken the devils as allies instead of Allah, while they thought that they were guided. So they thought they were guided. Now, let's say a teacher put a blame on me that I'm a lesbian. And she said, oh, I thought she was a lesbian. Right? Could she be blamed? She tried her best, like she perhaps gave me a peck and I didn't understand at all. My mind was not in that dirty thing, right? So her peck on my lips was like, that's her. Mr. Saad did it once in a blue moon. I would never give her a peck on her lips, mouth. So, lips, actually, not the mouth. But, it happened and I let it go because my mind could not go on this teacher. I've known this teacher. She's been truthful. She's been principlized, disciplinarian, such a disciplinarian. And I didn't consider her to be self-righteous at all. I just felt she's doing for my own good. So I never blamed her for being self-righteous until someone many years, like, oh, just leave that. We don't know. But I don't think Miss Disa was self-righteous, my teacher. So anyways, she thought that I'm a lesbian, right? She had her suspicion. फिर वो कहते हैं, they say that it's a बीमारी, it's a heart disease. Suspicions, much suspicion, even in the Quran ayat, it's not good. लेकिन ये बीमारी विश्वासा, like I also have it now, to a great extent. Before that I didn't, right? Until I didn't get evidence, I wouldn't. And you never know. You never know. Like there was a movie that Nadeem or Shabnam, I don't know, that Shabnam was on the ice outside, and she was very like, so Nadeem had to help her and had to sleep with her to save her life. So that's not rape without consent, right? Those are rare cases. When you say that Allah has rare cases for a fear of zina or fornication, when you're single, then Surah Nisa 24, 5, I think, 24, like that comes. That you marry these women, if you can't afford to marry free believing women, or remain patient. But when you have to save a life or something, and Shabnam was out on the ice, like, outside his hut, he found her, and then he had to take her in. He tried to warm her up and everything, but he couldn't. But they don't show in the movie, Pakistani movie. But it's known that then he had to, like, sleep with her. Right? Sorry about this. So these are rare cases where you would punish the person and say this is rape. But this is saving a life. So while they thought that they were guided, is it also let's see if he's talking about, children of Adam, take your adornment at every masjid and eat and drink, but be not excessive. Is he talking about politics? Anyways, that, let it be. See, who has forbidden the adornment, Allah, which He has produced for His servants, and the good things of provision? Say, there are those who believe during the life of this world exclusively for them on the day of resurrection. Thus, so being naked is not considered bad by some cultures, like pagans going around the Kaaba. Please, you have to see this. But God, this God thinks it's immoral. You can read the tafsir and decide whether it is immoral or not. Question this God. Say, my Lord has only forbidden immoralities, what is apparent of them and what is concealed. Just going out naked. I mean, now you won't do it because they'll fine you. Like that, in the Lord's cricket ground, one person went all naked and, jumped over the wickets. They caught him and all, but they used to show this the opening cricket ground opening, the introductory music and video. I don't know how to say this, but anyways, I say, my Lord has only forbidden immoralities, what is apparent of them and what is concealed in sin and oppression without right, and that but with right it's not then oppression, it's punishment or it's revenge, and that's good. According to the amount of oppression you've had, and that you associate with Allah that for which He has not sent down authority. Here comes the Surah Araf, ayat 33. And that you say about Allah that which you do not know. So this, and then what is there? For every community there is an appointed term, and when its term arrives, They cannot tarry behind a moment, nor can they get ahead. So in this community, oh children of Adam, in this community, Prophet Muhammad also was, and hello, Nuriya. Oh, I thought it was Nuria Khan. Is this you? Salam, sister. You can always have the love of Allah, inshallah. Again, Nuriya. Um, I can have the love of Allah, and you can have, you know what you can have? Your freedom from all this punishments, and using your reason, and you can have your punishment. You can have freedom from all this. Wouldn't you think that freedom, which is your birthright, is better than this fake love of Allah? Inshallah, Nuria. Here we have Nuriya. Sorry, Nuria, can't pronounce your age. Sorry about this. No copyrights infringement intended. We have here Nuria saying, Nuria, I wouldn't want this love of Allah. I would want freedom for people, and just on justified grounds. You see, we have a love that where even if you do wrong, they say you can't do wrong in love. That love which is universal, true, pure love. Like I loved my teacher. I used to go for reconciliation. One day I broke her door, let's say. Saying, please, please, and hitting the door. Right? So, but in itself, you see, it's no crime. Like if you see the steps, go by that I loved her, and she was like my grandmother, and all this. So it should not be taken as a trespassing thing, crime. Like the criminals would trespass to steal or intimidate, harass you, and all this. I did it out of love. Maybe God will forgive me for that. It depends on the intention. So love is such a bond. It is never late. Allah is always there for you. Thank you very much. It's beyond my time. It's too late for this. Allah. Okay, you're saying love. So why didn't Allah create love between Zainab bin Josh and Zaid? Because you're going on with this, and there's no other way for you to see, then please have a look at this. Those who believe, you're coming from the love of Allah. So do you know the Quran ayahs? Take it step by step. So we can go and give justice to that Zainab bin Josh, who was forced to marry Zaid, then she had to divorce him, and then Prophet Muhammad had to marry him, and you say that is okay, right? That is okay. No, it's not okay for Zaid. You say Zainab became a Umm-al-Mu'mineen, and that is okay. Now tell me, where was that love? She couldn't bring herself to love Zaid. Even though Prophet Muhammad tried his best and this and that. Now, you say Zainab bin Josh was saved. Prophet Muhammad married her. But she was miserable during her marriage with Zaid, which Allah and the Prophet had decided for her and forced her to marry Zaid. Is Allah's love enough to save us here and now in our marriage? Forcing us first to marry Zaid. Please read step by step, go step by step and read this ayat in context with tafsir. And read all the ayats. And then see what a lousy decision Allah and His Prophet made for Zainab bin Josh and Zaid. Right? You are blindly just saying these things, like you are now copying the Christians or something. Please, Nuria sister, brother. Nuria is a lady's name, female name. Look at this. Huh? It is never too late. Allah is always there for you. Well, I tell you that divine, I think, is always there for you. Also, it's not only Allah, and Allah is not originally from this. So you've not just seen, you've just come here to offer me Allah's love. Like those who love Allah, follow me. Allah will love you and forgive you your sins. As if there's no divinity for anyone but you Muslims, your Prophet. So, no. Thank you very much, Nuria. This Allah has given a bad name to love. You give love a bad name. Shout to the God. You give love a bad name. That's that's a song, American band song. You give love, maybe American or British. I don't know which one. Who has sung this? Shout to the hand, you're to blame. Your Allah is to blame, because your Allah give love a bad name. So please, sister, open your eyes and see what I am showing you. Nuria, we're a sister. So please not mind, huh? I'm very passionate about this, very caring for myself. So myself is extended to you. And I see part, what Sadi say, you know what Sadi say? We are human beings. And if one part is not well, it hurt me. It hurt the human being. If it not hurt you, then he would love for you to be guided. Yes, he would love. Who would love? Right? So he should have given me guidance in my soul. Surah Sajda ayat 13, which he didn't. He didn't will to give me guidance in my soul. What kind of a God is this that doesn't give guidance to the soul and sends messengers outside who have listened to Shaitan and been like Adam and had a fall, great a fall, and felt the shame and all this? Right? Please see this. This Allah not to give your soul guidance. I have been contemplating for years why must send messenger. If you send a messenger, must be a reminder into your own soul spirit. That if soul bad, look at the soul. Look at the soul come from the mind or mind come from the soul. You know, you'll be going round and round in circles like I went, using the mind where the soul is connected, or it is both same part of the mind. What is the soul? And the spirit's knowledge also you have been given but a little. When the Jews, if you read in context that ayat or in tafsir, how you say it? And when you read in context, there's another ayat that it could be like that, or you read it with the tafsir, or you read it with other ayats and you read it in context, they say. So what I'm trying to tell you, sister Nuria, thank you for being here. Wa alaikum assalam. And I was too, sorry, I was too desperate now here. You can see how desperate I am. Maybe this last month, maybe I not survived this summer. Maybe I leave you people, but may I leave you with good, the best, the truth. Not for you to send the blessings on me and pray and all this. Salute to me with the salutation. But to be happy and free in your life. Huh? Tell me, Nuria, why God did not put in our soul guidance. Surah Sajda, you want me to show you, sister? Please. I wish I could. Okay, now I have to calm down myself. Please, why can't you see this? Make me cry inside for you. You know, of course I want guidance, but guidance not given in our soul. And I don't see any guidance from Prophet Muhammad in this Quran either, because it have discrepancies, my dear sister, in humanity. You not to see. And Zaid and Zainab bin Josh, how were they guided that the Zainab could not live with Zaid as a husband, as his wife? Why? This misguidance coming. So many people. I tell you, I think about my mother when she was alive, long time ago, that we are missing guidance, proper guidance, even as the Shia Muslims. And don't tell me we respect the Sunni. We not to say anything bad, my mother and I. We say the Shahada. We want to be believers, good believers. My mother married, she was 13 years old. Why not the guidance come to her? Proper guidance. She was a Shia Muslim. And when the person is saying that they are Shia Muslim moment, believers, you can't say no. I not know then. If you say no, that Shias are kafirs, then that it not right for you. Because we say the Shahada. We are Muslims. We believe. You see, Surah Maida is on that. Surah Maida ayat. If you think we are not Muslims and we have associated Ali or taken Ali and put Ali in our azan prayer call, you see, Surah Maida ayat 55, we Shias, our religious scholars worked it out, and I looked at it also. I've done research on this, that this right, this while not prostration but ruku, in ruku, and there's a tafsir of the Shias on this. So your ally is none but Allah and His Messenger, and those who have believed, those who establish prayer and give zakah while in ruku. And this, especially this verse, Shias have researched. This part is for Imam Ali only. The other Sahabas, no. There are bad ayats against other Sahabas, like even Abu Bakr, I'm sorry to say that, in Surah Nur ayat 22. And Omar, who raised his voice in the presence of Prophet Muhammad, that surah I've forgotten where it is, but the ayat is, do not raise your voice above the voice of the Prophet. Otherwise you'll be ruined. Lest your deeds become useless, all that you have done. So that warning you read in Tafsir, that Quran ayat, warning was given to none other than Umar bin Khattab. So I'm sorry about that, right? But I'm for Umar bin Khattab and Abu Bakr in another way, like they were pagans and they were great. All this messed up he did against them. And Ali not great, Ali devil with him. But here he's called a believer who established prayer, gives zakah, and while doing ruku. It is not as wah you can take as while also. So when you read this in Tafsir, Jibril came to Imam Ali while he was in Ruku, and he gave Jibril his ring, stone, with the stone, his ring. Jibril came as a beggar. And while doing Ruku, Imam Ali, oh, and the Shia Nora Hadri Ali. So you see, we are not this thing. And in your Sahih or it does say that if you, in your Islamic sources, it does say that if you not follow the Khalifa of your time or Imam, all your prayer gone, everything gone, your belief, you die as a pagan idol worshipper. So this, have you seen that? I cannot find it, but if you read I give you big homework. Then I was guided by Dejani. Wait a minute, if you not follow the Imam of your time, Sunnis, this for you too, sister brothers in humanity. So about guidance, what kind of guidance is this? That when Allah have decided a matter, Surah, what guidance? Tell me, be with me. What guidance? To Zainab bin Josh. If you read the tafsir of this ayat and 37 of Surah Azab, right? What guidance is this? You know what happened? Very good. We have an example in Islamic history, tafsir of these ayats. It is not for a believing man or a believing woman. And it's the same for Shia Sunni, just a little in detail where how even adopted son he make. So you Muslims, the Sunnis say, Muslims, that he was a pagan before. Shia say he was never a pagan. So how he make a mistake? I try to correct the Shias. Now what guidance is this? What guidance is this? What guidance is in Surah Tahrim when revelations are coming to him, and he get the misled. He go against the command of Allah. What guidance is this? He's being guided himself. Would you follow someone who's on earth saying he's the messenger of Allah? First, you need to follow someone who is guided already. Now guidance has come to me. But Quran ayats are saying that how can you believe in such a messenger who's making mistakes? Surah Abasa. You Sunni Muslims say, non-Shia, that he frowned, Prophet. Whereas the Shia say a Sahaba frowned, and it doesn't make sense with the Quran. Abbas ayats later on. For me, I showed the Shias. He forced Zainab bin Josh. What kind? Look at this guidance. It is not for a believing man or a believing woman when Allah and His Messenger have decided a matter that they should have any choice about their affair. And whoever disobeys Allah and His Messenger has certainly strayed into clear error. This was forced marriage. What happened? It failed. The marriage failed. Zainab bin Josh was made miserable following Allah's decision against her obedience, a command. Decision, this is like a command. It is a command. What happened to Zainab bin Josh? Then they tried to make amends, Allah and His Messenger, by saying that we gave her to Prophet Muhammad, make her Ummul Mu'mineen, but that marriage broke in with Zaid. And he even take his name out of Zaid's name. And you say he was not guided before? And he's correcting himself. Allah is correcting him as you go. Excuse me. Either first, please, when at 40 years old, when the Quran is coming to you, you should be completely correct now. You should be completely guided. You can't keep making mistakes like this as the Quran ayats are coming on you. And if you're calling me to this guidance, I'm sorry, I cannot come to this guidance. Nuria, sister. Huh? Nur, Haya. So Haya means Hiya. What does your name mean? God the Nur. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. You are the light too. You are the light shining here. And what Haya mean? Nur, Haya. Haya means here, right? Haya means quick, come. Nur, come quick. Haya, right? In Arabic. I'm trying to get your name properly. You are the light. You are Allah. Reflected here. Not this shaitan, Iblis, saying that his assumption come true and not because you're a Muslim. No. Maybe even pagans or spiritualists believe that they are light beings. You can be light being. You can be Allah. Be that light unto yourself and others. Please, I beg you. This time I'm being emotional, not level-headed, because I'm showing you, Nuria sister, and remember, O Muhammad, when you said to the one on whom Allah bestowed favor and you bestowed favor, keep your wife in fear Allah. He's telling Zaid to keep his wife in fear Allah, while he's concealing within himself what Allah is to disclose. What kind of a marriage counselor? This, it is so clear that he's a hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. He's telling Zaid to fear Allah, keep his wife. And what? We are told Zainab had a problem with Zaid, not Zaid. Why Zaid? His heart turned. What makes sense? That hadith makes sense here. That he went to Zaid's house when he saw Zainab in a shift. Right? Meaning, the curtains start and move, and he sees Zainab in her home dress, very like translucent, transparent dress. And then he go from there saying, praise be to the one who turns hearts. Glory be to the one who turns hearts. You remember that hadith? Because why then Zaid come to him? Because then Zainab told him that Prophet Muhammad had come, and he went saying this. So Zaid was very smart, very, not clever. He was very, he realized what has happened. In Arabia, if you say, glory be to the one who changes hearts, and you leave from there. So that's why Zaid came to Prophet Muhammad, and we're told here. So, take that hadith. Otherwise, Prophet Muhammad himself should have gone to Zainab and said, fear Allah and keep your husband. Why bichara poor Zaid? Prophet Muhammad is telling Zaid. You would say, oh, he came to say that my wife not to love me and all this. But yes, then go to the wife and talk to her. Or send your daughter if you can't go. Send Fatima, some woman, or send Mu'mineen. How many Mu'mineens can you trust? In Surah Tahrim, 2 wives annoyed. You've made Mu'mineen and we can't trust them to impart counseling, women counseling. Like the Christians have nuns. Right? This all wrong, Nuria. You not want to be guided with this. This shaitan guiding. Allah shaitan. Please, leave this. Drop it like a hot potato, this Islam. You see now, so keep your... This Allah, I can't read. I feel so much obstacle coming. while you concealed within yourself that which Allah is to disclose, that you will get married to Zainab. And he knows the divorce is to take place. He knows that Allah will ask him to get married to Zainab. He's concealing. You see this word, hiding, concealing. While you concealed within yourself. This means you want to, either you want to get married to Zainab, or either he concealing what what was Allah to disclose. Now look at your foot, very easy. Just be simple here. Allah's command to the Prophet to marry Zainab after Zayd divorced her. This was to demonstrate that a man may marry a woman formerly married to his adopted son. Just to demonstrate this law, as if this law is going to take you. How easy will it make for you Muslims? This is a guidance you're talking about? This junk. Don't let me get... this is not guidance. This is not taking you to heaven. To righteous deeds, muttaqeen. And he's telling Zayd to be have fear of Allah, be fearful. What this nonsense happening? This, my sister, if like you called me sister because I'm an apostate, so I can, you are very nice of you, very kind of you. I can call you sister. Sister. This is not a good guidance. What it lowering you people. Now your adopted son, you can't find a young girl for her to get married to. But then the Shias and the Muslims say that Zainab was miserable. But the reason why Zainab was miserable in the marriage is because God's plan about the marriage failed. Love, where what is he doing? He's breaking marriage to bring this law? Please, who in the right one mind? This guidance, this through Allah guidance. Oh, please, please, Muslims. Please, sister, wear your intellect, wear your heart. Please, wear your heart, intelligence even. Forget the intellect. Think of the heart's intelligence. Or use both, because you might use, she's being very emotional about it. And in Islam, we don't look at that emotional thing of the women. No, but we're told not to hurt the feelings of others. Right? And you've got to see if this person is sensitive, how to deal with this person who's sensitive in Islam, we were told. You can't be callous and careless. There's no place for carelessness by the mujtahid and alims and those claiming to be, muhafiz and helpers in Islam of believers, giving advice, counseling. Oh, what a marriage counselor. This not proper guidance. Okay, you want to show that you can marry your adopted son's ex-wife. You don't break marriages to do this. Then just sorry if the Muslims are going to not to be sure, even after not a practice, but you're saying, you know how many Muslims only follow the saying of Prophet Muhammad, not even his practice. Just saying. I mean, if I thought that one day, if Prophet Muhammad come and tell me, jump, I'll not ask him how high, because he hasn't told me how high you should jump. He just said jump. So I'll get up and jump. And he hasn't even told me how many times. But I'll jump. Then he can guide me from there. So I'm not going to ask, oh Prophet Muhammad, how high shall I jump? You need to have that faith. You know, our Imam said, there's one of ours, Mu'min, whom even if I tell him to go into that, that the naan they make in the oven, old oven, I call it oven, but oven, they say. If I tell my belief, Mu'min, true one, to go sit in the oven, he will go sit in the oven. That's our faith. So when you have faith, you are intelligent, that known fact. You should be. It goes without saying. So when Prophet Muhammad come and say jump, you just jump. You don't ask how high, this, that. When, how to jump. You just do it, right? So there are many Muslims who are following without example of Prophet Muhammad doing it. Just his saying, on his saying. They don't question him at all. They follow him blindly. And look what you've done. Following blindly. They would die for him, kill for him. Blindly. This is not the way to defend him. Because in Baduans, you will be asked, whoever opposes Allah and the Messenger, broken hand. What do you, Surah Hashar ayat. This truly a terrorist God. You know, when you break houses, they didn't go breaking Prophet Muhammad's house. They didn't touch his daughter. You know, in the houses, there are children, there could be elderly people and all this. So, just because of attempted assassination, and that is also not proper. The Islamic history is lopsided and very not factual. Very dodgy, biased and all. Doesn't even sound factual. Okay, you may say, I don't sound factual about my case, that they're jinns and it's very supernatural, it's surreal. And we say that fiction, no, truth can be stranger than fiction, we say. Truth, but not like in here, not in Islam, you can't take it like that. Nuria sister, you understand? Nuria sister, through guidance, come with mercy. You're not going here and there with the reason when it come in your heart, when it come in your being. Why Allah not inscribe? He say He inscribed mercy for Himself. So when you have that mercy inscribed on yourself and you realize you are the light, then whatever you do, even you go outside naked. Oh no, I mean not do that, because that's not, the custom is not like this right now. These religions and the customs, other customs, may not be. So you have to respect the other customs. But they spoil our custom, they spoil. You see, I write a poem long time ago for my teacher and for the love and for the people. That she's clothed in my love, oh Lord, my love is clothed in fear and what? Doubt about my love being pure. Tear the cloth, my Lord. Let the people see with their naked eyes my love unclothed. And let there be no doubt in how purified my love is, like the purified waters of the ocean. Because people throwing junk in the ocean, they're waste in the ocean. There is a lot of waste we have. But still that water of my love purified, that ocean purifies everything, every junk you put in that water. ocean, all our waste. That how purified the oceans of my love are. And you know what you should be doing? Like I wish for like Mother Teresa. Later on I find out about Mother Teresa. But this in 1989 when I write this poem, what I write? Let my love see the crippled, the weak, with healing eyes. You are supposed to be healing people, reaching out. Now you learn the story of your saint. Okay, you want to keep learning, keep going and crying. But everyone's daughter, Sakina, you not to see? Everyone's sister, Zainab, you not to see? Some of our Shias, not to see? And it is an urgency. Every Zainab in Pakistan is being group raped and you not to do anything? Gang raped. There's a big responsibility on us. How this happened? Gang. Shabnam gang. Oh, sorry, not that Shabnam. It was a rumor, false rumor. Pakistani actress from Bangladesh originally. So there was a rumor that Shabnam have dacoity in her house, robbery, and they raped her, gang rape. My God, that's beyond me. And they raped her in front of her son, also young son. I would have died if that was true. Like, you feel like terrible. What this in Pakistan now with the Ziolak make Islamic Republic of Pakistan make us so shameful. And you blame Shias not to being Muslim, not to being, this shaitan doing to you people. So this sister, I have my heart bleeding for you people and myself. And I lost my mother. I pray and pray and pray. But that's not why I leave Islam. But we have, because we have so much in Pakistan. Now we are very good in UAE. Now I come back to Islam because UAE give me, help me, this, that, give me peace, prosperity, all this that I would expect from Prophet Muhammad, blessings to come on us, being showered. So many blessings in Pakistan also. Now they give everything in the name of Allah and Prophet Muhammad to me. Do you think I should become a Muslim? You may think, I don't think so. I thank them to no end, but that not to mean that I become Muslim. Because the Quran ayahs have found, if you want me to believe in this guidance, sorry, this is misguidance, this is oppressive, killing, threatening people, breaking their houses, cutting trees, and you're saying it's not, it's because Allah says so, and the believers even, because Allah, and this not because Allah this, because Allah said so, because that, and obliterate their faces. Some of you Muslims not to know that even after killing them, obliterating their faces, they're not going to heaven. They're going to burn, burn, burn. Some of you Muslims say it's good for the year after for them. These Ahle Kitab, people of the book. This how he make terrorism for you true, for you like good, good. You're not able to distinguish. Furqan has come and you can't distinguish between right and wrong. And yet, you say Hussein and Prophet Muhammad gave us that Furqan. Allah gave us. And he showed us. Okay, Allah gave us and they showed us. Furqan, this make a distinction, make a difference. What the right, what the wrong. Call a spade a spade. call terrorism terrorism, but you don't. You don't call terrorism terrorism because he has put Allah there. How, what a tragedy it is. How, what a great cruelty, oppression, injustice has been done. What a tragedy it is. You kill because they left the religion. Some say this. Sometime you do this. Now you say no. Because crown prince, like now Saudi Arabia, take some, what he do? Hadith. He said Quran only. And very few hadiths. So in the Quran, it is not written kill the apostates. But be stern with them. And all this. So now Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, he do something like this. But before, how many were killed in the name of apostasy? You not realize, do you? You just want to make Islam good and now make it good in the eyes of the foreigners and us. Because ex-Muslims are coming up too much. Maybe like that you want to do. But you don't care about those killed in the name of apostasy before, even in Shia Islam. All you are, Shias are not, then Shia. What is going on? Go for humanity, help out, help out. They're beggars in that Islamic Republic of Pakistan. It is burning, that Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Cheaters, fraud, politicians, puppets, corrupted. Look what they've done to Imran Khan, an honest man. They have ruined him. High Court. What the High Court do and now what the Supreme Court say. You can't live through life in Pakistan. He say I buy this, his, what the case is on Imran Khan. All the saying, they make life so hellish for him. That honest man that destroyed him, they've destroyed truth. I couldn't go find, bless Karachi, Pakistan, whole of Pakistan. Please see this, you are destroying your honest people. We can't work honestly in Pakistan. Environment, it is inevitable that we cheat, that we ask for help from others, that we beg. At one time, dignified people, you don't do this. We used to say, maybe die hungry, not beg for food. But it happens so that you not realize who suffering people, load shedding, someone in the house, elderly, dying, things happening. My God, you people, if lash and on the road, I feel it get looted. You will take their clothes off. In Pakistan, it's like this. Islamic Republic of Pakistan. If the dead body on the street, no humanity left. It's beyond like this. Now, please. So, and now here in the UAE and all, you think because they are good with me, I should change my religion? No, because I see, no, that I, become a Sunni Muslim now from Shia, ex-Shia. Okay, so from ex-Shia, I become because our, so good, our sheikhs. And really, I was just wondering, treachery, like politicians, treacherous. If today the sheikh was treacherous, in what hall condition I would have been in. I would have died. I don't want to live. If our sheikh hypocrite and bad, you know what they could have done to me? I would have, I cannot tell you my condition. Sometimes I'm on the side, I don't want to move. Don't move me. I'm screaming inside. And then I don't have a scream because I don't have energy for a scream or even a sigh. But good people are there. Thank God we have not like clement people, understanding. You know what the Simon rabbi do? Sometimes I listen to him too, overwhelming. I could throw up, but I listen to him. I wish he looks like our. Okay, so a sheikh. So I wish like if that had been before, and now demons attacking me. That poor man is trying to make world better place. Rabbi Simon, on YouTube. I see his videos. It's still too late for me, and I apologize to him. I say, oh God, that guy, he's working hard. It's a rabbi, Jewish rabbi. And he really put us, but my past, it all, and even now the demons attacking me. Qadar na jani, they say that he'll say what this, feel like a failure. I follow him, I sometimes put comment, but I act like such a monster here. It's too late to save me. It was too late to save my mother. And we were loving people. We never wanted to harm anyone. All this guilt, and bad, I feel so terrible. I feel like dying. I wish I didn't exist. I'm trying my best to save myself. Right, Nuria, sister? So this is not proper guidance. This is not proper guidance. I hope one day you will see it. And the love is there. It's universal. Divine love. If you want to take it as divine, but materialistically also, if you look at love and all this, I don't know how to guide, how to tell you, but this not proper. I can only tell you this not proper guidance and not proper love. This Allah want to kill people, want the Muslims to kill people because someone opposed Allah and himself and his messenger. What kind of Allah is this? That's not proper guidance. It failed in ABCD, nursery class, this religion. Now I'm looking at it. And now thank God for social media too. Sister, no. You see, had he loved to guide us, he would have given us. So where's Surah Sajda at? Okay. If he loved to guide us, he would have given us guidance in our soul. Let me show you now. I've been doing this for a long time. If we had so willed, we could have bestowed guidance on every soul. But the word from me that I will fill hell with men and jinn. He want to fill hell with men and jinn, testing them. He even got the shaitan to test Adam. He failed. And his word is given to shaitan. That if you, for what? To misguide people, right? He's given shaitan respite. Can you afford to send people to hell? Why do this? Why test? Then if this is what the belief is in Allah and he want to feel so great, no. It shouldn't be like this. Why should it be like this? You should be humble. You don't have to be tested to believe in yourself. You don't have to be tested to believe in Allah. And how far? And even the believers tested. So, my dear sister, Nuria, If Allah loved us, He would have guided our souls, because this is where everything problem happened, in the soul. Shaitan even get to the soul through whispering and all this. This is where the real problem comes. And you have deprived the soul of proper guidance, and then you want to test it, and then you want to punish it. It unjust to its core and to greatest extent. You realize how it's unjust? Even the Christians are preaching this. That now you see, in the Bible, we are told, God failed through all the prophets to guide mankind and to stop them from sinning. Now He has to bring a Son who they will crucify, and He will take the sins of everyone. Now in the end, when Jesus Christ comes, God did realize sending His Son, or whoever, Jesus. You know what I mean? So both ways, Christians, Muslims, Jews, all are wrong. Moses come with tablets, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, tooth for a tooth, God give him. No tooth remaining, no eye remaining in this world. What my therapist say? Friend or what? You see, if you see in the heart of your friend, in the mind, you will have no friend left. My therapist tell me this. Sometimes even a best friend, close friend, this my therapist say. One time, I don't know why she said this, but I go for a visit to her after a long time. Sometimes, jealousy come in a best friend too, close friend. She tell me, if you see in even in your best friend sometime, what in a heart for you, because everyone going for competition, I better, very few best friend, humble. I see. Something or the other, if you see what is in the heart for you, you will not be the friend. Maybe that it's, I think, what? Really? Like I start, no. But then she say, so the soul problem. Surah Yusuf, shall I show you what Yusuf say? Surah Yusuf ayat. Soul is prone. So God's sadistic. God did not solve the soul problem. He wanted to test people to see. What did this God test people to see who believe in Him, who take guidance from the messenger and from His scriptures, from revelations. But you haven't guided the soul. One soul is prone to evil. You see this? Soul is prone to evil. I tell you this nonsense happening, you not to see. I show you. But I'm not good in, what you call it, explanation. I not have good command over my language, English language, or even Urdu language, or Arabic. Soul is prone to evil. Right? Surah Yusuf. So one day I see, really without realizing this, now I'm showing you. Please see, that time when I was a Shia, I not have proper understanding, proper clarity to show you, and ayats to show you like this. Now this is one of a kind. I might, in summer, I go out, I feel terrible, sick. I come back like terrible, terrified also of what the sickness I have. Soul is prone to evil, Surah. I not know if I survive this summer. Every summer I say I don't know if I'll survive. Surrey Yusuf, right? Please see this, please. Sometime when like a good painter, he die, or a good artist, then oh God, what a masterpiece he gave us. So before I die, I say as a Shia, God problem. First, before that I say mind problem. But I not say as a Shia, but being a Shia, I have my bouts of disquieting doubt and all this. I say, oh, this God problem, like that. God is the problem. Then I see Richard Dawkins write a book. And then I'm looking at, I could not afford his book at the time in the bookshop. I just, should I buy it, should I not? Because I also say, something wrong with this God. I not understand Shaitan, the making of human being, then Iblis coming in the thing, Iblis saying no to God, I not understand. I say, how could he be so stupid? Saying no to God. It's a command. And in the Quran ayats, what? So many times Shaitan say, how many times? 2, 3? What is the problem here? God to know your soul is certainly prone to evil. And yet he do the worst thing ever, not give guidance to your soul. Anyone who want to find guidance, let's say I come and I show you that, look, Nuria, this soul problem, okay? If you, now you've come here, you want guidance to, you ask me, I'm a psychiatrist, I'm a soulist or a guide. You come to me, I say, Nuria, look, this word like this, temporary, and if something you have problem in your life, you can solve this problem through inside yourself. And the soul is a problem, so not to listen to the soul, but to listen to your heart, your spirit. See your spirit and see. I tell you like this, right? And I'm here every time. So you come, I show you in yourself. You don't have to send blessings on me and be grateful, but at least not stab me in the back, right? Because I have other people to help. This is my life, and you not to stab me or kill me. So we're discovering together now. But if I was like that, I'd say, look, Nuria, a common human being who has little knowledge can see that the soul from the Quran ayats, soul have the problem. So Nuria, if you follow the soul, this evil, bad damage, harm to yourself, to others. So if you want to be a good human being, beneficial, not harm others, that realize this. And also, I won't tell you, I won't scare you that if you don't, you'll go to hell or something like this. Because maybe hell not justified for you, for others. Giving atheists a chance too, right? Maybe hell, maybe a next life better than hell, burning in hell forever. For very obstinate, like terrorists who are bombing, cruel people, very like covert narcissists. I say covert narcissists also come. Yeah, like but perhaps you see, yeah. So I spend a lot of time thinking this person is a covert narcissist because you not just realize. And every time he come, I say I'm going to sting him. And the doctors and those on YouTube about covert narcissists, they say good luck. We can't help you. Run the other way. Shut down. Don't go to them. Don't talk to them. Please don't even expose them. because your life will be made hell. Then don't come to us. Take responsibility. Every time this person come, I say you covert. I want to say you are covert narcissist. You're not a C. Make life hell here for me. But then every time I explain 1 hour, 2 hours. After 1 hour he come, I take another extra hour to explain to him, to show him. But hell, fire, and to say that God has warned us from the very beginning, but God did not give us this guidance from the very beginning, right? How can He warn us from the very beginning and keep us away from this guidance in ourselves? Meaning, even though God warned Adam, what the Hafiz say? Hafiz Shirazi the poet. The angels meted the clay of Adam, and I really cried. Angels cried, and so no, I'm just distorting Hafiz's poem, sorry. So, what happens? What? You know, God tell Adam, what happened? Adam failed. Then you say, oh, Allah's maslahat, because, oh goodness. So you see, Allah allow shaitan now to come in the garden. Why Adam failed? Allah has made angels bow. And you know what this prostration is? In the Quran, if you see, it no more. Hazrat Yusuf's parents bowed to Hazrat Yusuf. Surah Yusuf ayat 100, in the same surah. Bowed, meaning full. Not to ruku, not jadiya. God no jadiya, kneeling. Surah Jadiya, you can see. But full prostration to Yusuf. Hazrat Yaqub do. Because one parent, Hazrat Yaqub. Surah Yusuf ayat 100. Right? Now what are this sadistic God doing? You know what prostration is? Angels prostrate. If Iblis didn't prostrate and he wanted to go and deceive Adam in the garden, and God had warned Adam of not going through into this tree, could it be that God had come himself like a shaitan? He's the other, because this shaitan mislead Adam. Adam, we are told, being very innocent, but he not to remember, he forget the words of Allah also. And Allah himself not come to remind him. Why? Because Allah is expecting Adam to remember his words. But you know what shaitan do? There's a place here. There's an ayat here which is saying that he swear. Now, and Allah allows shaitan to swear. Shaitan swore to Adam that if you, now here Adam, although Allah had reminded him, you know, you're confusing Adam, because Adam so innocent, maybe he not maybe like, you know, like God is confusing you. God confused Adam. Okay, he warned Adam not to go near this tree. And we have certainly created you, mankind, and given you human form. When said to the angels prostrate, so they prostrate except for Iblis. When Iblis go to the garden, swore to Adam in the garden. How that ayat. Sister Noria, I'm here with you. Thank you for all this, so I can, but I'm very sad, very angry, because I'm very hurt, very desperate for you to see this. I'm your sincere advisor. No, no. Adam swore. Yes. And he swore to them both. You see this? What God doing to Adam confused? Let's say I tell you, let me see a good example. You never question this God. Because you say, Allah maslahat, Baba, we not to know. Yeah, creator. We can't be like Shaitan. We can't even be like those angels who said, oh God, remonstrated. Look, I say to you, seems like, but from other eyes I find out that that Allah and Shaitan are one, Iblis. Just the other side of the coin. I say to you, Nuria, don't go to this tree, and you know how much power I have. I'm the all-powerful. I'm the all-powerful, right? And then how this all-powerful allow Iblis to come and not to say a word? Keep quiet. Shaitan is getting in the garden. Guards, he's bemused. He's this thing. The guards of the garden where Adam were. And he said, I swear to you. By Allah, right? Why he swear? On what he swear? So Adam forgetting, do you think it was in his control? The forgetfulness, the memory, it was all by the permission of Allah, right? This whole thing was by the permission of Allah. And we say for the end better, but please look at this step by step. And use your reason, Akal. Because the Quran ayats say use your reason. So don't depart from Quran ayats when considering if these ayats are true or not, or if this is from other than Allah or not. Quran say use akal many times. And those who do not use reason, we put abomination on them. That's Quran ayat also. Writs on you, on me, if we don't use the reason. Quran ayat say, He said, your Lord has forbidden this tree to you only to prevent you from becoming angels. Now he's using the Lord's. Okay, this is good. I also wanted to see this. And if I'm wrong, I will correct myself. And we have certainly created you, mankind. But look at this. Adam, yeah. Allah said, what prevented? No. Allah said, descend from paradise. For it is not for you to be arrogant therein. So get out. Indeed, you are of the debased. Satan said, reprieve me until the day they are resurrected. Adam's still there, watching this, right? Allah said, indeed, you are of those reprieved. Satan said, because you have put me in error, I will surely sit and wait for them on your straight path. Then I will come to them from before them and from behind them and on their right and on their left, and you will not find most of them grateful. Now was Adam ungrateful? Allah said, depart from it, this high place they're on. Reproached and expelled, you are cursed. You are rejected and you are cursed. Whoever follows you among them, I will surely fill hell with you altogether. Surah Sajda ayat, and I have given whom my word? Shaitan. This one you have given your word, right? This one, whoever follows you among them, I will surely fill hell with you altogether. But Adam listened. And O Adam, dwell you and your wife in paradise and eat from wherever you will, but do not approach this tree, lest you be among the wrongdoers. But Satan whispered to them to make apparent to them that which was concealed from them of their private parts. They had no shame. They were roaming around this garden, a lower place than where Shaitan, Iblis was, when Allah commanded them to bow. And when they're having this conversation, when Iblis disobeyed Allah, at a very high place. This lower place, okay, that's how he entered. Allama Tabatabai explains. But step by step. Since Allama Tabatabai explains step by step in his Mizan about these ayats, I also go step by step explaining, showing you that all are wrong. But Satan whispered to them to make apparent to them that which was concealed from them of their private parts. He said, your Lord did not forbid you this tree except that you become angels or become of the immortal. Yeah. So here Shaitan is reminding them of their Lord. And reminding them, even though he swore, but here he is reminding them, your Lord did not forbid you. So now they know. Now how Shaitan say I forgot? Oh, Adam say I forgot to Allah. Shaitan is reminding them, these are the words of Shaitan, it's in quotation mark. He said, your Lord did not forbid you this tree, except that you become angels or become of the immortal. He's reminding Adam that the Lord did not forbid you this tree, except that you become angels or become of the immortal. This also point. And he swore to them. Huh? Now he's swearing to them that I'm to you from among the sincere advisors. So he made them fall. Wait a minute. Through deception, and when they tasted of the tree, the private parts became apparent to them, and they began to fasten together. This not point needed, just these two. And I go to which ayat? Oh Allah, I forgot. How can how can Adam say to Allah? Adam replied, I forgot. When Shaitan has reminded him that the reason why your Lord, and he can't trust in the Lord, he's trusting in Shaitan. Why? Adam, we had already beforehand taken the covenant of Adam, but he forgot. And we found on his part no firm resolve. That's in Surah Taha ayat 115. Surah Taha ayat 115. He forgot. You see, this is not making sense. Even though I come, how could, like, so I'm just trying to also correct myself. 115. That, oh God. Hasten not with reciting before its revelation. She finished. Well, certainly we had given Adam. And indeed, what was the covenant? Please see this. And we had already taken a promise from Adam before, but he forgot. And we found not in him determination. So God had not even given him this determination to listen, to have faith in God so much that he would not forget the covenant and not listen to Shaitan. Deprived, don't you think? And he's blamed. Now what if you, and he's been made the Khalifa. Now how you believe in this nonsense? And that's all. Exalted is Allah, the truth. And he's saying, oh, you children of Adam, don't listen to Shaitan. Let's see. like he stripped your parents of their clothes. And don't take him as your friend. Things like that. In Surah Araf, right? And whoever takes shaitan as his allies, and they see you from a place you don't see them. God is really now tantalizing what He's doing. He's given shaitan more power than you people. You can't see shaitan and his army, his friends, from a place where they can see you. That's Quran ayat 2. Oh my God. And we had already taken a promise from Adam before. Promise. Covenant. And we found not in him determination, firmness of resolution. So we had already. And mentioned when he said to the prostrate. And so Adam, enemy to you and to your wife. Now, Adam is, so we said, oh Adam, indeed this is an enemy to you and to your wife. Then let him not remove you from paradise, so you would suffer. Affliction. Earth is an affliction. Suffering place where Adam is sent to be a Khalifa. Then we said, O Adam, verily this is an enemy. Oh, this Ayat 118 of Surah Taha. Indeed, it is promised for you not to be hungry therein, or be unclothed, meaning or be naked, but feel nakedness, it should be, because they not have clothes on. These ayats not coming properly in logical. And indeed you will not be thirsty therein, nor be hot from the sun. Right? Then Satan whispered to him. He said, O Adam, shall I direct you to the tree of eternity and possession that will not deteriorate? No, don't, Adam, don't do it. Because, anyways, and they ate of it, and their private parts became apparent to them, and they began to fasten over themselves from the leaves of paradise, and Adam disobeyed his Lord and earth. Covenant, Adam, earth. Promise, covenant, we have taken a covenant from Jacob, this, that. Then his Lord chose him, I don't know how, and turned to him in forgiveness and guided him. Even Adam needs guidance. Now he's going to guide you people on earth. Allah said, descend from it, all being enemies to one another. And if there should come to you guidance from me, then whoever follows my guidance will neither go astray nor suffer. Now you won't suffer on earth if you follow the guidance. And whoever turns away from my remembrance, where the guidance coming to the Khalifa, that he may guide others later on. He also failed to keep his covenant. And whoever turns away from my remembrance, indeed he will be a depressed life. He will have a depressed life, and will gather him on the day of resurrection blind. He will say, my Lord, why have you raised me blind? So this coming. Now what is happening? Please. You're talking about this guidance? I showed you. And thus do we recompense he who transgressed. But Adam transgressed. Then why did Allah choose him? This also, point. Did not believe in the signs of his Lord. Adam did not, forgot this. What did he do? This is very confusing. So if I say that I was saying that Adam was confused, so am I. I don't know, but Iblis reminded him that you know the reason why your Lord has forbidden you this tree. And then he swore to them. And then Adam is saying, I forgot. But Iblis reminded, Shaitan reminded Adam that you know why your Lord has forbidden you this tree. How can he say, I forgot? On what basis is he saying? On what point is he saying that I forgot? I forgot about the covenant? What was the covenant? That you will be a Khalifa? No, no, the covenant is here. About this covenant, not to listen to Shaitan. So this, still it is very confusing for me. When I was a Shia, it was confusing. I read the Mizan on these ayats, Allama Tabatabai explanation. Even then it become confusing. I not understand the whole thing. I only understand why Shaitan come here, because this lower garden, goodness, can enter this garden. Leaves, what is happening? But Satan whispered evil to him. He said, O Adam, shall I lead thee to the tree of eternity? In another place it say, you not to know your Lord, why he forbid you? Oh my God, what's happening here? Right? In Surah Araf we are taught. Then began to, with Satan bringing openly their minds. See, Surah Araf verse here, 20. Then began Satan to whisper suggestions to them. So he remind Adam, your Lord only forbade you. How can Shaitan say I forgot? Or Adam say I forgot to Allah in that ayat in Surah Taha? And that Allah tell us that Shaitan forgot, that Adam forgot. I'm slipping. Okay, I think I've become too tired or something. I don't know. It's Shaitan, Adam, and Allah, going around and around in circles. So if I'm slipping, is this like spellbound? Alfred Hitchcock. The main culprit is Allah, and Allah and Shaitan are both one. Right? But different, what do you call that? The other side. Different sides of this coin. Tail and head. Tail coming, Allah's tail coming here like a snake. We are not told here he came as a snake, but I think in the Bible we are told he went as a snake. Your Lord only forbade you this tree. So see, I also forgot. And then I say, Adam confused about this. Because he swore by Allah to them, indeed I am to you from among the sincere advisors. How come Adam not trust in Allah's words and trust when he's in the high assembly seeing God telling Shaitan and Shaitan telling God, Iblis telling God this, that I will lead astray many and this. Why wasn't, you see, you are not guided properly. Adam was not guided properly at that time. God put Adam in the garden. Yes, say, warning not enough for Shaitan or Adam. Even for Shaitan, warning not enough. But in other verses he say, I'm scared of Allah. I know his punishment. And in the end he will say, it's not my fault, don't blame me. I called you, you listened to me. Who listened to Shaitan? First place, Adam. What guidance, Nuria. Hayya. Nuria, leave this religion. Hayya. And find the nur of divine. You are a divine being. You are being of light. You don't need this. It has taken me like 50 years to understand this. 55 or 54, sorry to be exact. So, I haven't understood it. It's really confusing. What's this going on? Now, if your Khalifa, who Allah has chosen to guide you, has failed in the first place, and then God is teaching him, wait a minute, let's go slow. Guidance. So I'll be going slow, I'll be coming back. I need a break to make more tea. No. One whole sip left. I just had tea. He would love for you to be guided. And then Shaitan come, and he swears, and what this Adam and Shaitan, he did Adam. So I'm trying to work this out. Guided, warned Shaitan, Adam about Shaitan, warned Adam not to go near this tree, not to listen to anyone but him. Adam knows he's standing there when the angels were bowing down and Satan, Iblis, disobeyed. Where are you people? Now, I cannot explain properly, but now guidance of this, I'm terrible in explaining and showing and explaining. I'm not so terrible at showing the Quran ayats as explaining them. You see this? Please leave what guidance. You know, Aqalman ko ishara kafi hai, they say in Urdu. If you knew Urdu, then you would understand my little whole thing. What Aqalmand, it means that intelligent people only ishara kafi, sign is enough for them. Hayya, hayya to your noor, nooriya, nooriya for your noor, your light. Hasten, hasten to your light. Hurry. Okay? And to be at peace and content and not worried and not fretting and not fearing that if I not do good, if I make one mistake, if I go out my hijab, oh, one hair come out, Allah burning me, I will go to hell. I have to cover my hijab, my hijab. It is that. Even you go to London, oh, no, I have to cover myself. One hair showing, I'm shopping, this, that. What if one hair coming out, two hair coming out, hair strand? Allah burn me in hell. Sorry, Allah. Sorry, astaghfar. You not have to worry like this. What Dr. Pillai say, I have gone to Hindus. You think this on internet, these videos are nothing? No. The information Dr. Pillai has told us, Bhaskaran Pillai, Babaji I call him, that your frontal lobe not enough to guide you. You need your inner, this third eye in going in, you know where this tilak is, they put in between the eyebrows. Even God who, what he did, see I need Dr. David Haris Sultan type English command over my language. Even God tell not to go near this tree, lest you suffer affliction. And they say God made him for earth. He was supposed to come, but like this, what the tragedy, and he break the covenant. And Allah say he not to find in Adam determination to obey, to keep the covenant. Then later on in the ayats he say, those who have kept, these prophets, chosen servants of mine, who have kept the covenant. I'm very tired now. So I'm not going to show you the ayat. Nuria, thank you for being here. You've made me, explain better, show little bit, not better, but in whatever broken English, right? You don't know, you are innocent, misguided, and what Allah sadistically making you do haram, like sin, haram, which is haram. Sin is haram, Surah Araf ayat. Small sin also, it just means sin is haram, Surah Araf ayat 33. And if you feel sorry, sorry, bad, bad, guilty, guilty, please look at this. You are not guided. Problem soul. From the Quran ayat I take. But even ayat, Jews asked, what is the spirit? Is Allah say that now looking through the tafsir a little bit and the history behind this ayat coming down. The spirit's knowledge we have given you but little. God tantalizing you people. If you knew what the spirit was and you are that spirit, Holy Spirit, do you think you would then you how to realize that in yourself, awaken to that in yourself. Please don't do this to yourself. Awaken to the divine being you are, to your true spirit. Okay? So I will be coming back. Thank you. Was a great way you came to question, and very nicely. I wish the best for you now. The more nicely you come, the more I wish and I care for you. And I will have to hold your hand and get you out of Islam. It is now my responsibility. If I die, then what can I do? But until I'm alive, Nuria, you are here. Sister, come here. Keep coming. And I will hold your hand and take you out of here. Try to explain in other ways until until you see it. Thank you so much. God bless you all and your family members, Nuria, and you and your country, your people. And get out of this fear and guilt and shame. Thank you. And no, we cannot question Allah. He's the creator. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day always.